3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, this is Dave A. Gardner.
And this is Eve Jones, and you're listening to the Heart of Juliet Jones fan fiction podcast. I'm your co-host. Of course, this handsome romance novelist over here is your main host. This podcast is based on the vintage daily comic strip called The Heart of Juliet Jones, with characters and stories originally written by Elliot Kaplan and illustrated by Stan Drake in 1961. The fan fiction story you are hearing today is written by your favorite person and mine, Mr. Dave A. Gardner.
Yes, thank you, Eve. This is part 28 of Chasing a Dream. Welcome back to a story that has the potential to brighten your day with a mix of humor, drama, and a whole lot of heart.
How was that, Dave? Aren't I the best co-host you've ever had?
Well, I've never actually had a co-host before, Eve, so yes, you're doing great so far.
Haha, thanks, Dave.
Would you like to tell us what happened in our last episode?
What? Oh yes, of course. In our last episode, I started my private lessons with my heartthrob, Mr. Glenn Sabine, the director of the Miss Teen USA contest. He has just begun teaching me acting with his superb expertise in the theater. I mean, the man is the kind of actor who steps up to a mic and has this awesome stage presence. Even the crickets get quiet and pay attention. And I won't tell you I'm not only starstruck, but I may be just a little attracted to him. Okay, maybe I will tell you. I will also admit that it was hard on my first day of acting class. I just kept having trouble projecting my voice. But you know, with the sweet, gentle instruction of my handsome tutor, I was starting to get the hang of it. In fact, I was enjoying it so much that I almost forgot about the other man in the room. Let's listen in to part 28.
The following evening was round 2. Eve Jones had signed on to become the protege and disciple of the one and only Glenn Sabine, who had taken her under his wing for the whopping price of only 100 big ones to start. Wow! And what a start it was. After only 1 hour of her studio-style acting lessons in Mr. Sabine's hotel room, Eve had learned voice projection, pitch control, and probably much, much more, although she couldn't really remember anything after that. Mr. Sabine had completely captured her heart, and the only thing that she could bring to mind of her first lessons as she lay in bed that night were his white shorn teeth and his alluring eyes. Now it was time to return to the hotel, where Glenn would no doubt be longingly waiting for her also, with breathless anticipation. At least that was the hope of the young and spirited Eve Jones. Meanwhile, back in room 32 at the Devon house, Sabine was fitting his pork pie hat on his head when he turned to his indelible and always implicitly devoted assistant with an attitude, Mr. Pike Setter. Pike was leaning back in his plush armchair with his legs crossed and reading the paper like he hadn't a care in the world. Probably trying to find his name in the funny pages, Sabine deduced, based on the fact that every 5 seconds, Pike would break out in an uncontrollable snicker. Nobody really knew why. Back in half an hour, he announced to the other dude in the room. If the Jones kid shows, hold on to her, Pike. A pleasure, master, he said sarcastically without even a glance up from his paper. When Eve arrived at the hotel after dark, she skipped up the steps leading to room 32. There her heart went again with its stammering and skipping beats. She paused before knocking, taking a deep breath as she smoothed her dress down the hips. She just wanted to give Mr. Sabine her best, but there was always that nagging question in the back of her mind. What if her best wasn't good enough? Would he throw her out of the contest for the mistakes she made in acting class? The door opened before she could even knock, Apparently, Glenn had heard her muttering to herself outside their door and didn't want to wait. But confounded beyond belief, she was suddenly speechless at the sight of the assistant Pike answering the door instead of the man she had expected.
Oh my goodness, it's you! Mr. Setter, why, I wasn't expecting you to be here. Or, at least not in my face. Can you just back off a smidge? Is Mr. Sabine here?
Heading this way, ma'am, he responded. As always, a cigarette lazily reclined on his bottom lip and popped up and down when he spoke. He said for me to keep you entertained. Something suddenly didn't settle well with her about that word entertained, especially when it came to the creepy assistant and his devilishly quiet ways. Perhaps it was best to take a seat in the armchair and wait for Glenn. After about 10 minutes, Eve was getting tired of listening to the tick-tock of the clock on the bedside table. Mr. Setter was sitting on his bed, smoking and staring at her with suspicious eyes. Eve swallowed hard, looking away, and then reluctantly glancing back and finding him still staring at her with that wicked grin. He was nodding like he had decided something about her. "Why waste time, Miss Jones?" said Mr. Setter, running his fingers through his hair. His button-down shirt was somewhat open at the top, and she couldn't help but notice. "How's about you and me running through a few scenes from He Loves Her Not?" Eve clutched her purse that she kept on her lap.
Oh, that would be great! But I don't know, Mr. Setter. I've literally never even heard of that play. Is that Shakespeare? Or that guy Hamlet? No, wait, Hamlet wrote Shakespeare, didn't he?
She said, her pulse quickening in time with her nervous heartbeat. When was Glenn going to hurry up and get here?
Thanks again for joining us, dear listeners. This is the real main character around here, Juliet Jones. Now, I don't know how Eve suddenly landed this co-host gig, but she's doing a great job, isn't she? Way to go, little sister. Don't forget to subscribe to this podcast, dear listeners. Okay, now you can take us home, Dave. Thanks for telling my story. I mean, Eve's story, haha. Yes.
Be sure to check out the selection of life-changing and inspiring books listed on my website. That website address is authordavegardner.com. That's authordavegardner.com. You've listened to the Heart of Juliet Jones fanfiction podcast. Until next time, dear listeners, may joy and peace be yours. And like Juliet, may love always bloom in your heart like a rose.